My dear students, now I am going to explain relation between electromotive force of cell and Gibbs free energy. Relation between electromotive force of cell or cell potential of cell or electrode potential of cell and Gibbs free energy. Already we know this relation. See, delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. Delta G is Gibbs energy. This is electrode potential of cell. Delta G is Gibbs energy. E cell means electrode potential of cell, nothing but electromotive force only. This N is number of moles of electrons involved in the cell reaction. F is Faraday. 1 Faraday is equal to 96500 coulombs. At standard conditions, this relation can be written as delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. This is only the relation between electromotive force of cell and Gibbs free energy. Delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. Even this relation also we can explain like this. See, we know that electrical work done W is equal to Q into V. W is equal to Q into V. This Q is nothing but NF. Q is a charge. Electrical work done W is equal to Q into V. Charge into potential. This Q is nothing but NF. For 1 mole of electrons 1F. For 2 moles of electrons 2F. For n moles of electrons NF. This Q is equal to NF. This V is nothing but potential, means electrode potential of cell. This Q is NF. Q means charge. This V is potential, means electrode potential of cell. Then W is equal to NF E cell. NF E cell. Let us take first equation. W is equal to NF E cell. Next, W is equal to minus delta G. W is equal to minus delta G. That means by doing the work, system loses its energy. W is equal to minus delta G. By doing the work, system loses its energy. W is equal to minus delta G. Or we can write like this also. Work done by the galvanic cell. Work done by the galvanic cell is equal to decrease in Gibbs energy. Work done by the galvanic cell is equal to decrease in free energy or Gibbs energy. Decrease in free energy. That's why here I have taken minus. Work done by the galvanic cell is equal to decrease in free energy. That's why minus delta G. W equal to minus delta G. From 1 and 2. From these two we can write delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. Delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. At standard conditions, delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. This is the relation between electromotive force of cell and Gibbs free energy or simply free energy. I will explain one problem based on this formula. See, the standard electrode potential for Daniell cell is the standard electrode potential for Daniell cell is 1.1 volts. Calculate Gibbs energy. Calculate Gibbs energy. For the reaction Zn plus Cu plus 2 gives rise to Zn plus 2 plus Cu. The standard electrode potential for Daniell cell is 1.1 volts. Calculate the standard free energy or calculate the Gibbs energy for the reaction Zn plus Cu plus 2 gives rise to Zn plus 2 plus Cu. For this reaction, we should calculate Gibbs energy. Standard electrode potential is given, means electromotive force is given. Delta G naught is equal to minus Nf E naught cell. This is the relation between Gibbs free energy and electromotive force of cell, or electrode potential of cell, or cell potential of the cell. Delta G naught is equal to minus Nf E naught cell. So here we should calculate this Gibbs free energy. This N value, see here how many moles of electrons are involved. Zn2 Zn plus 2, 2 moles of electrons involved, or Cu plus 2 to Cu, 2 moles of electrons. Delta G naught is equal to minus 2 into this F, 1 Faraday means this many coulombs, 96,500 coulombs, into standard electrode potential of cell is given 1.1 volts into 1.1. Calculate this value. So it becomes 2.296,500 into 2.2. 96,500 into 2 means 96,500 into 2 value 1930. Total value is this much, minus 212300. This is energy. SI unit is joule, joule mole inverse. Standard Gibbs energy is minus 212300 joules, joule mole inverse, or we can write minus 212.3 minus 212.3 kilojoules, kilojoule mole inverse. This is standard Gibbs energy or Gibbs free energy. So next, next one, relation between Gibbs free energy and the equilibrium constant. Relation between Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant. So we know this relation already. Delta G naught is equal to minus Nf E naught cell. Delta G naught is equal to minus Nf E naught cell. Relation between Gibbs free energy and electrode potential of cell. See here, this E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT by Nf log K. Alright, we know this relation. This electrode potential of cell, standard electrode potential of cell is equal to 2.303 RT by Nf log K. From last equation already we have derived this relation. Electrode potential of cell is equal to. So from this equation, put this value in this equation. Delta G naught is equal to minus Nf into, instead of this E naught cell, we can write this one, 2.303 RT by Nf log K, log equilibrium constant. This Nf will get cancelled. Then minus 2.303 RT log K delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K, or we can write delta G naught is equal to, this is a common logarithm, minus RT natural log ln K. Delta G naught is equal to minus RT log K. Delta G naught is equal to minus 2.03 RT log K. Relation between Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant. This K is equilibrium constant. I will explain one problem based on this formula. This is the problem. The cell in which the following reaction occurs: 2Fe plus 3 plus 2I minus ions gives rise to 2Fe plus 2 plus I2, has E naught cell 0.236 volts at 298 kelvins. Calculate standard Gibbs energy and the equilibrium constant of the reaction. For this cell reaction, E naught value is given. E naught cell value is given 0.236 volts at 298 Kelvin temperature. We should calculate standard Gibbs energy and the equilibrium constant of this reaction. See here, first we should calculate standard Gibbs energy. Delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. Relation between Gibbs free energy and standard electrode potential of cell is delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. See here, this E naught cell value is given. E naught cell value is 0.236. This delta G naught value we should calculate. N value. In this reaction, how many moles of electrons are involved? In this reaction, how many moles of electrons? So 2Fe plus 3 gives rise to 2Fe plus 2. 2Fe plus 3 gives rise to 2Fe plus 2. This is reduction reaction. 2 into plus 3 plus 6 2. 2 into plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 2 plus 4 means we should write reactant side 2 moles of electrons plus 2 moles of electrons. 2 into plus 3 plus 6 minus 2 plus 4, here also plus 4. Or take this reaction, 2I minus gives rise to I2. Here minus 2 is there, reactant side minus 2, product side 0 is there, then add 2 moles of electrons. This is oxidation reaction, this is reduction reaction. So here N value is 2, 2 moles of electrons are involved. This N value is 2, F is constant. Delta G naught is equal to minus 2 into F value 96500 into E naught cell value is 0.236. If we calculate this value, see 1930, this value is this much into 0.236. We should multiply that value. Approximately we will get minus 4545 minus 45550 joule mole inverse. Delta G naught value is this much in kilojoules, minus 45.55 kilojoule mole inverse. Delta G naught value is minus 45,550 joule mole inverse. In kilojoules, divide with 1000, minus 45.55 kilojoule mole inverse. This is standard Gibbs free energy, and we should calculate equilibrium constant also. Relation between Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant is delta G naught is equal to, the relation between Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant is delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. delta G naught is equal to minus 2.03 RT log K. Relation between Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant. So here delta G naught value already we have calculated. R value is constant. This R is constant. T value also it is given. T value is given. This K value should calculate. Now see for that this delta G naught value is minus 45.55 minus 45.55 is equal to minus 2.03 R value. R value, see here delta G value in kilojoules. R value 8.314. R is gas constant, universal gas constant. R value in SI units 8.314 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. But here we have taken delta G naught value in kilojoules. Then R value 8.314 into 10 power minus 3 kilojoule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. R value in SI units means 8.314 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. But here delta G naught value is taken in kilojoules. That's why R value I am taking in kilojoules into temperature 298 kelvins into log K. This minus will get cancelled. We should calculate K value. Log K is equal to 45.55 divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 10 power minus 3 into 298. Then log K is equal to after simplification this value will get 7 point something. .98. This value should be 7.98. But we should calculate K value. Then K is equal to antilog of 7.98. K is equal to antilog of 7.98. Without calculator, without log table also, we can calculate this value easily. So I am calculating like this. Antilog of K value is equal to antilog of 7.98. Antilog of, see this I am writing 7.98, I am writing 7 plus 0.98. 7 plus 0.98. Antilog of, instead of this 7, we can write log 10 power 7. Log 10 power 7 value is 7. Log 10 power 7 value is 7 plus, instead of this 0.98. See, we know that log 2 value is 0.301, log 3 value is 0.477, log 3 value is 0.477, log 9 value is double of this, log 9. Log 9 can be written as log 3 square, 0.47 into 2 means 0.954. If it is 0.95, instead of that we can write log 9. If it is 0.95, instead of 0.95 we can write log 9. But it is 0.98, I am taking log 9.5. Instead of this 7, I have written log 10 power 7. Instead of this 0.98, I have taken log 9.5. So log 10 power 7 value is 7, log 9.5 value is 0.98. So next, antilog of log A plus log B. We know that relation. log A into B, log 9.5 into 10 power 7, log A plus log B, log A into B, anti-log log will get cancelled, then 9.5 into 10 power 7, equilibrium constant is 9.5 into 10 power 7. This equation is given. For this equation, E naught cell value is given. By using that, we should calculate standard Gibbs energy and equilibrium constant.